A bridal gown designer refuses to make lesbian wedding dresses. And I am going to give my lesbian perspective and my lesbian reaction to a clip of a woman explaining that she will not provide any services for lesbians when they want to get married. She's not going to make you a wedding gown or a wedding suit. So you can't come to her. As a friendly reminder, or if you did not know, in 2023, the U.S. Supreme Court ruled in favor of a woman who has a website business, and she refused to provide services to a gay couple who wanted her to build a website about gay weddings. And she took the case to the Supreme Court and she won. And the case is called 303 Creative versus Elinas. And basically, it is legal for businesses to discriminate against lesbian, gay, bisexual, and LGBTQ plus people on the basis of freedom of speech. And this particular woman who took the case to the Supreme Court, she won because she said it goes against her religious beliefs, and she will not provide any type of website services to homosexuals or people in the LGBTQ plus community. I actually did a video about this 2 years ago, and if you want to watch it, I will link it in the description box. But now I am going to go over this clip about this bridal gown designer who will not service lesbians with any wedding gowns or any wedding suits. I am Giselle Wallace, certified gay life coach and author. Here on my YouTube channel, I provide my lesbian perspective. And if that interests you, then please subscribe to my YouTube channel. Thank you. And now I begin.
Making these wedding gowns, and then I get an email, and that email was a request for a wedding jumpsuit, and that jumpsuit was for a same-sex wedding. In saying no, that comes with backlash. You're in New York. The LGBTQ is powerful, though they're not more powerful than God, and you're
So she received an email, and the request was from obviously a lesbian couple because they wanted to get a jumpsuit. If you've ever been to a wedding or if you've seen pictures or videos, you will see that when people prepare for their wedding, they prepare in advance. They want to look good. They want to feel beautiful. So they are going to get their wedding gowns and their wedding suits customized by a professional designer. So this is what this lesbian couple did. She refers to them as a same-sex attracted couple, but it's more than likely a lesbian couple. Women who love women and they get married, they can be very creative in how they dress. They can wear either a gown or they can wear a suit. It depends on her preference. But when I think about it, it could also be a gay male couple because, well, men wear suits. Either way, she refused to provide services to a same-sex attracted couple. And that is discrimination. But as I already mentioned, businesses are now legally able to discriminate against gay, lesbian, bisexual, and LGBTQ plus people. If they do not want to provide services to you, they are legally allowed to. And that's just the truth. And then she made this very crass statement where she says that she's in, I believe, New York, and she says the LGBTQ community is very powerful. And then she says, but they're not more powerful than God. Well, who said that we as LGBTQ plus people think that we're more powerful than God? So it's like she's putting God against the LGBTQ plus community, as if God is ready to just destroy us like they believe he did homosexuals in the days of Sodom and Gomorrah. But that was not about same-sex attracted love. But that's another story. I'll proceed.
You're in New York. The LGBTQ is powerful, though they're not more powerful than God. And you're going to face rejection. You could possibly lose your business. I realized, and it's interesting because years up until that point,
You cannot lose your business now since 2023 if you discriminate against LGBTQ plus people. And so she probably needs to do her research to understand that. I don't know if she's aware of it, because a lot of people don't know that it is now legal, if you are a business, that you can refuse service to LGBTQ plus community. And as far as my lesbian perspective on it, I have created a YouTube video which goes into deep details about it. But as a lesbian, this is one of the reasons why I believe it's good to let people know that you identify as lesbian, gay, bisexual, or you're a part of the LGBTQ plus community. That way you can know who you're dealing with professionally, because I'm a business owner myself. And for me, I provide services for the lesbian, gay, bisexual, and LGBTQ plus community. And so I want to know, or I will have knowledge that you are a member of the LGBTQ plus community. And that allows me to provide services for you that are customized for you. So if you go to a business and they find out that you're lesbian, gay, bisexual, or LGBTQ plus, and they tell you that they do not want to service you, that's a good thing, because you don't want these people being unprofessional with whatever project that you need to be completed, especially when it comes to your wedding. Because if she did not let this lesbian or gay couple know up front, I don't provide services to homosexuals, she could have messed up your gown, your jumpsuit, did something to cause an issue for you that was very sneaky. You could have had a malfunction at the actual wedding because she would not design your dress properly and she did it out of spite. So yes, you can get insurance or you can get some type of refund service, but the fact remains that your wedding day was interrupted harshly because you had this cruel, wicked, homophobic person who designed your wedding gown or your wedding suit.
you could possibly lose your business. I realized, and it's interesting because years up until that point, I was really focused a lot of times, like in my private study, on persecution and how as Christians we are to expect that. And so God was already preparing my heart for that. And
So she's calling when lesbians or gay people or same-sex attracted people come to her, asking her to make a wedding gown or a wedding suit for them as persecution. She describes it as persecution. How is it persecution when a person obviously admires your work? She or he sent you an email. I'm sure that they viewed your website. They probably checked out your gowns, your suits, and that attracted them to your business. So they reached out to you by email, making a request for you to make their wedding suit. How is that persecution? That means that they're complimenting your work. That means that they want to pay you for your service of making bridal gowns and bridal suits, but it's persecution. Interesting. Persecution because she does not want to service homosexual people, because her God, her homophobic God, was preparing her to not make a wedding gown or a wedding suit because, oh, those homosexuals, they're going to come for you. They're going to come for you. You be ready. You put on your helmet and you put on your breastplate and you have your sword and shield and you get ready to slash and wipe off those homosexuals because they're trying to come for you. Ridiculous.
was already preparing my heart for that. And so facing what could be the backlash and knowing like, no, we're called to this. I shared with them that, I can't make this garment. I shared with them why. I shared my faith. I also encouraged them to reconsider. Now, some may say like, girl, you didn't have to go that far, but I'm a Christian.
She literally said that God was preparing her for the homosexuals to come for her in her business. And she said, but you know what? I'm called to this. Meaning like this is like her calling, like her religious calling to refuse service to lesbian gay couples. I look at it like a win to the lesbian gay or same-sex attracted couples to not go to people like her, because these people are brainwashed. They believe in a homophobic God who will cause them to have disdain, prejudice, and homophobia towards people who want to get married. Weddings are a beautiful moment in your life, an event that you will never forget. It's supposed to be a memorable, pleasant memory. But with someone like her, she wanted to go so far as not to only decline making the wedding gown or wedding suit for the gay or lesbian couple, but she even went as far as to tell them that they need to reconsider marrying the same sex. Who gave her the authority to tell these people that they are wrong to get married? Marriage is beautiful. Marriage is a God-ordained union. And here you have this woman who says she's a Christian, but yet she told a couple that they don't need to get married. She told them that they don't need to get married because they're homosexual. How wicked is she? And she says this is her calling. Well, she can keep on being delusional because the God that she serves is a God of Satan, and he's going to keep you broke. Because can you imagine a gay or lesbian couple coming to you? They like the business that you provide, and they're willing to pay you for your services, and you reject them. That's what she did. She rejected them because these homosexuals are persecuting her. I tell you, people, this is what you call top tier delusion. And anybody who is same-sex attracted and you're getting married soon, you're planning your wedding, do your research, investigate before you offer your money to these type of people. Some of them will tell you up front that they're not going to make your wedding gown or your wedding suit like she did. But there's going to be other ones who are going to be vindictive, and they're going to do things that you don't want done. Like I say, you may have a outfit malfunction that they intentionally designed for you on your wedding day. So it may not be noticeable because you're not a designer. You don't customize making clothes for weddings or in general. And the designer knows that if you take 5 steps, you're going to have a split and your clothes are going to fall off of you. So they'll do things like that to humiliate you. So do your research, take your time, make sure you go to LGBTQ plus affirming businesses and provide them your service. Stop going to these heterosexual people who hate you for being same-sex attracted. One of the things I love about being a certified life coach is that I provide services for the LGBTQ plus community. And it allows me to work with you, provide resources for you, and it affirms us and it builds our community as lesbian, gay, bisexual, and LGBTQ plus people. So support gay businesses, support LGBTQ businesses, because we need our own money. We need our own businesses and services for our legacy and for our marriage unions. I am Giselle Wallace, certified gay life coach and author. Please subscribe to my YouTube channel, like and share this video, and have a blissful day.